Hi, it's Laura with Following the Paper Trail, and it's the 9th day of Christmas. I'm going to have to borrow Sarah's hands once we get to the 11th day. Anyway, what I've got for you is a snowy little village. It's a little accordion mini album. I don't have the cover done yet, but you can just flip through it this way, or it can sit on a mantle or a shelf or something in that fashion. But all these little tags with these little houses slip out, and then I made them kind of a flip card so that photos could go in here. I had some more embellishments. They're plain on the back, but they have these cute little houses. Super, I don't want to get too close, we're going to have to focus. But super fun and easy. Just cut shapes. Don't worry about it being perfect. Just, I just cut out shapes. I didn't even pre-draw a lot of it. I just cut it out. To make this tag, I used up here at the top, it's all one piece on the back, and then it flips over onto the top. And here I used the Tim Holtz Alterations on the edge, the snowflake die. So then that just flips over this piece right here that I put some pattern paper. That's my mind's eye Holly Jolly paper here. And then I just used basil cardstock for all my little houses. They also have some flocking, some Martha Stewart flocking on there to look like the snow. But then the houses then are loose on the bottom so that they can just slip into the little pockets. To make the pockets, I used just standard envelopes, just your basic style of number 10 envelopes, nothing real fancy. Here, I'm trying to grab one. Okay. Just your typical number 10 envelopes. Seal them closed, cut them in half. I then lined them up into a big long row. I used 6 of them. And then I attached them together just using some paper hinge. Here's the one the hinge that I use on the actual project. I stamped it too with a snowflake stamp. So about 1 inch on each side of the fold. 1/2 inch is probably sufficient as well. One of the things I did on this one, this was my prototype, I needed to leave a gap between the envelopes. So don't leave them real tight together. Leave about, 1/16 to 1/8 inch gap in between the envelopes when you hook them all together. The other thing that I did behind each of the tags, you can see here there's a second piece. Actually, let me back up. After you get your envelopes attached, you're going to just draw a long kind of gentle curve, and you're going to cut that out. So you cut it along that line. Your next step is you're going to I took, just to give the pockets a little bit of support, because the envelopes aren't the strongest paper, but to give some support, I just took some basil cardstock and made some really snug fitting tags that fit inside each of the pockets. And I made them about 4.5 inches tall when I originally cut them. And again, I did a long kind of sinuous curve. So let me pull these tags out of here as well. That way you can kind of see. I just use a different curve, so it's like another hillside in the background. And then those just slip down inside the envelope pockets. And I made them so they fit nice and snug in there. So those just slip down in there. Gives a little bit more support for each of the pages, especially when your tags are not inside. And then, as I said, with the tags, just make it so that the houses aren't glued down at the bottom, so they can slip over the end of the pocket. As I have the snowflakes on there. These could be really any kind of theme. It wouldn't have to be snow theme. You could do a summertime one. You could do using green envelopes, or color your envelopes or cover them. And so it could be a summertime scene. This could be sand dunes at the beach. It could be, there's all sorts of possibilities. Be fun little beach houses, or a little boardwalk type of little houses. That would be fun too. I also then at each end, behind the last envelopes, rather than putting the cardstock in, I put a cover made out of chipboard and just attached the last envelope to that. To add additional interest, I added just some little trees, and these are just super simple little triangle trees at both ends. So this last one, the last tag has trees on it. So then when it slides in, the big tree comes up over the top. I've also taken a fine line marker and outlined each of the trees. I did the same thing on the tags around each of the pieces and parts, the little windows, the roof line. Kind of gave it a fun, kind of funky little cartoon kind of feel. But these guys then all just slip down in like so. Grab the next guy. This is harder to do when it's up in the air. Slips down in. Got this guy jammed. So that the house just slips right over. Let's get the next one. This guy has a garage. He has the nicer house on the street. And then, this is my fave. I like the pink house. Oops. This is much harder to do when it's not sitting on the table. So, anyway, so that just slips right in. And then it can just sit there with a cute little accordion fold. So then it can be, as I said, on your mantle or on a shelf. This is also on my blog. I didn't give specific dimensions because it depends on what size your envelopes. You're going to want to make your tags so they just fit inside your pockets based on your envelope size. And then, let's see, these things, mine are about 7 inches tall. And the pockets go anywhere from about 2 to 3 inches for the hillside. So there's kind of some rough dimensions that you can go by, but it's going to need to factor in the size of your envelopes. And these, as I said, it's number 10. You could even recycle ones that your bills come in. So anyway, this is the latest project in the 12 projects of Christmas. We have just 3 more to go. Those will be coming up. Last one will be on Wednesday, the 22nd. So, the next one I think is going to be a really fun teacher gift. I'm actually making it for my daughter's teacher. So I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Got to multitask this time of year. So anyway, look forward to that. That'll show up on Wednesday. So anyway, have fun making your own version of a snowy village, or a gingerbread village would be cute to do as well. So anyway, enjoy it and enjoy the holiday season. Thanks so much.